Hello everyone! In this video we are participating in another care collab, this time for Cymbidium orchids.
We will share with you what we know about Cymbidium culture. But bear in mind we are in no way experts, so please research further on how to care for these orchids. And also check out the other channels participating in the care collab for more in-depth information.
Also, we're going to be mentioning general Cymbidium culture, but ours is actually a mini Cymbidium that has a few slight differences in care from its standard counterparts, and we'll make that distinction throughout the video.
Keep in mind as well, mini Cymbidiums are so called because they are more compact than the standards. But if you look at ours, you can see they are in no way a miniature orchid.
We've had our Cymbidium for almost a year now. Unfortunately, we don't have an ID for it since we found it randomly at some garden center.
Most Cymbidiums are semi-terrestrial orchids from tropical and subtropical Asia and parts of Australia, so they come from mostly cool and bright habitats.
For blooming, they require a temperature differential, with nights below 15 Celsius. Because of that, and the fact that they tolerate cold well, in a lot of countries, Cymbidiums are grown outdoors year-round, including in our country.
In fact, where we live, I would say Cymbidiums are the most popular orchids, maybe with the exception of complex hybrid Phalaenopsis.
In terms of temperature, mini Cymbidiums are more heat-tolerant and can flower with warmer temperatures, around 5 degrees Celsius warmer.
When it comes to light, what is recommended by a lot of growers is to give them as much light as possible without burning. This means, if you grow outside, to shade them only from hot direct sun, and inside, place them in the brightest window you can, unless it's a south-facing window with scorching direct sun.
Speaking of growing them inside, most growers would not recommend this for standard Cymbidiums, at least not all year, because of their requirement of high light and cooler temperatures to bloom.
But we have seen mentioned online that mini Cymbidiums, like the one we have, are not only more warmth tolerant, but also require a little bit less light. And the truth is, while we were gaining courage to place ours outside, we kept it in an east-facing window, and it has surprised us with a flower spike, so there might be some truth to that.
Cymbidiums do well with 50% humidity. You need good air circulation if humidity is much higher to prevent fungal infection. They also like to be moist. They should be watered plentifully in the growth season without leaving the substrate soggy, and have that reduced when pseudobulbs mature, usually in the fall. When it comes to fertilizing, it gets the same regime as all of our other orchids, having a little fertilizer added to the water every other watering in the growing season. We also placed a few beads of slow-release fertilizer in the medium when we repotted it, and the plant seems to be enjoying that as well.
Since Cymbidiums are semi-terrestrial, we use a mix of small bark, sphagnum, perlite, and peat moss. Like a lot of semi-terrestrial orchids, they can be grown in a variety of mediums, as long as it's water retentive but still allows for good drainage.
We also placed a wick in the pot, so that we can leave a little bit of water in the bottom of the decorative container in the summer, just so we don't have to water too often. And it seemed to have worked very well.
Overall, we're finding this mini Cymbidium very easy to grow. We only wish there were more of these available for purchase, but usually it's only the standard ones we find for sale.
We hope you enjoyed this video and find it useful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the other channels participating in this care collab. We'll see you on next week. Goodbye.